Hello and welcome to the Marion Interior Design Show. Since last month, we've been talking about various topics in interior design. This episode is a recap of all the 3 episodes, but in a broader, deeper and wider sense. First, let us remind ourselves of what textured paints, natural stone and space planning and maximization is all about.
I'd say I have a slight idea of who interior designers are, but I wouldn't say that I have a clear definition of everything about that.
Interior designers, yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, a few, though I haven't really taken keen interest in interior design, but I love the whole idea, though I'm not a fan that much.
Yes, I do know much about it, yes.
Personally, I won't hire them because since I'm struggling with economic issues, I would rather go for food than such stuffs.
I'd say yes to a point. This is because it's good to embrace other people's ideas and opinions. But on the other hand, I'd say no because I'd prefer implementing my own idea because since we're all human beings, we're gifted with different ideas and there's a way everyone would want their house to look like based on their expectations.
Yeah, I'm more of an old school type of person. First of all, I'd go for like these traditional designs, like for furniture most especially. And then color, I wouldn't take much interest in color, but the furniture part, yeah, that.
I'll totally do that. I'll pay for it because I believe it makes your house to be more warm and more good.
Yeah, they're relevant to those who are interested in them, but with me, I won't.
Yes, I would say that. Personally, I would want like guys to have a good perception of my sort of lifestyle. Like bright colors means I'm a bright person, cheerful person. So yeah, if I invite guys to my house, I'd want them to have that picture of me.
No, I've not heard about textile paints.
I'd say I don't know the different kinds of paints. I'd say I'm just basically a color person. If something looks like blue, green, I'd consider if that paint is green or blue, then that just does it for me.
Welcome, Ms. Joyce. Thank you very much. Joyce, what do we mean when we talk about textured paints?
Okay, I'll first of all begin by defining texture. Texture is the roughness or the smoothness of a surface. So when you're speaking about textured paint, you're speaking about paint that has some form of roughness or smoothness.
We use the ceramic tiles.
I use tiles. Tiles are beautiful. I love how they look and you have lots of choices.
Tiles? No tiles? No, I've not heard of the natural stone.
Yes, I have, especially for outdoors. This is because what I know about them is that they are easy to maintain and they are very beautiful too.
No, I've never heard of it.
Welcome, Mr. Njihia.
Thank you so much for hosting me.
So, Mr. Njihia, what's the meaning of natural stone?
Natural stone, as the name suggests, this is a stone which is actually natural. Now, the natural stone itself is actually mined from a highly volcanic and versatile area and brought and processed to make it natural stone.
What I buy in terms of what will stay in my space is determined by the space I'm having.
I basically try not to clutter everything everywhere.
I've never been given that opportunity to arrange my stuff because my mom takes charge of everything.
Yes, I've heard about people getting space on their roofs, but I've seen it actualized on movies.
We use it for storage, like used stuff.
Welcome, Mr. Dishon Mwanza. Mr. Dishon, what's the meaning of space planning and maximization?
Space planning and maximization would be using the ideal furniture for an ideal space. This, of course, will be pegged on functionality. If a room, for instance, is a living room, you can't use it as a bedroom.
We're now going to go on a short break, but when we get back, the interior designers are going to enlighten us on the different types of natural stone, textured paints, and the different ways you can create space in your home.
Optiven presents you the Ploti Mfukoni na Optiven limited investment offer for only 30 days on selected projects. You can now own an eighth of an acre at Eden Gardens at only 36,000 Kenya shillings per month for a 38-month installment plan, or cash payments at 995,000 Kenya shillings only. This standard value-added project comes with power in the vicinity, will be served by the county water, and will be fully secured with a fence. The neighborhood is fully developed and set for settlement.
On your property, the real estate pesetas.
Taking pride in constructing tomorrow's skylines. Adding strength to Kenya's landmarks. Presenting the power for specialized constructions. Cementing the nation's future. Simba Cement, the strength and pride of Kenya.
नमस्ते रामचरण जी, आपकी चिट्ठी। ये घंचो। घंचो। ये घंचो।
डॉक्टर घनश्याम इज्जत कमाने के लिए इतना कुछ किया और इत्तू से किले का वादी ना, घर पे लगाओ नेरोलैक्स सुरक्षा। सिर्फ इत्तू से पैसों में बारिश और धूप से सुरक्षा और आपकी इज्जत।
Over the past 22 years, Classic Moldings has been driven consistently by love, passion and desire to create and develop new and affordable application techniques in the world of interiors. Our decorative paints speak nothing but fantasy and sophistication. Come and visit our showroom on Calico Plaza, Mombasa Road. Talk to us and let us teach you how to transform your space with our amazing decorative paint finishes, cornices for your interior and exterior. Classic Moldings, the home of creative interiors.
Before we went on a break, we learned of the meaning of textured paints, natural stone, and space planning and maximization. But what are their different types? What are the different kinds of textured paints?
We have three types of textured paints. We have those that are completely rough. An example is Pietra. We have those that are a bit more subtle. A good example I would give is a paint that we call Caravaggio, which has a velvet finish. And we have the finishes that are very, very smooth. A good example is Tuco, Marmo, which looks like marble.
What are the different types of natural stone?
Now we have two different types of natural stone. We have the travertine line, which is mostly, it actually have the earthy colors, which is browns, reds, and some greens here and there. Now we also have the marble side of natural stone, which has more of the modern kind of colors, the grays, the blacks, and also the whites.
Clutter, the clutter aspect. You can have bulky furniture in a small space. Another thing would be movement. You have to consider where people will sit, where they will pass when they're moving around the room. The other aspect would be the colors that you use in a room. If you use a dark color, the room will look smaller and clogged, but ideally there's space, so you should use bright colors.
We're now going to go on a short break, but when we get back, you will learn of the importance of having all these interior features in your space, so don't go away.
Kitu gani chatuunganisha mume kwa mke, ndugu na dada, marafiki tunaowajali, washiriki hata makazini. Jambo la muhimu kwa hamu na gamu, twatumaini taifa liwe balo. Ndoto zote zetu ungana, pendana, tumeungana, twaonekana, tuko huru, tuko sawa. Ungana, pendana, dunia ijue tuko sawa. Unganisha ndoto zetu, ungana kwa upendo, ungana kwa upendo. Ni upendo watuunganisha, mume kwa mke, ndugu na dada.
My name is Marion and these are the stories making headlines. At least 40 people have perished in a gruesome accident along the Nairobi-Nakuru highway following an explosion. Doctors and nurses strike as they demand for salary increase, meanwhile patients suffer as a consequence. And 300 girls in Samburu County celebrate the fight against female genital mutilation. Join me, Marion Gashohe, at the top of the hour for the Prime News. Keep watching TSN.
Greg, what are your intentions for my daughter? Eat your food first. Your bill, sir. Oh, thank you. Well, Standard Chartered Platinum Card. You are the real deal.
Ni mob na unlimited 20. Pata 8 minutes talk time za kupigia mtandao wowote. 20 SMS, 20 MB data, Facebook, WhatsApp na Twitter. Ni sare. Dial *544 hash.
Looking for a hotel? Go online on jovago.com. Enter where you want to go and when. On jovago.com, you've got more than 20,000 hotels in Africa to find the best deal. Check descriptions and real peaks. Whoa, nice pool. Just click and your booking details are already in your mailbox. Don't hesitate. Best prices are guaranteed. So for your hotel next time, jovago.com, your perfect stay one click away.
Tangu nipateko kweli hii Viper Business 3, yani yenye nalipanga tu 10,000 kwa mwezi moja, vitu zimeendanga tu yani nywe. Communication with my clients ni efficiency papa. Na Viper gives you the fastest superior quality internet connection. Handi papa, tumbukizake tukuku hiyo protocol tukanyakako si.
Fiber is now available in Kakamega. Mr. Molembe here uses Fiber Business 3 in his Ingo supplying business. Get Fiber Business today with a connection that suits your business needs with speeds of up to 100 megabits per second. Powered by Jamii Telcom.
Let me tell you, I saved and saved and saved Chinyamaji and bought a flat. Now I am earning rent and I can afford to relax and have a good time. Smart, see you. Stop horsing around, girl. If you want to be like me, you have to be sharp. Invest with Saturn Real Estate for high rental income and property management. Then you'll be a member of the club, like me.
Introducing Saturn Investments for sharp real estate solutions and investments.
Welcome back to the Marion Interior Design Show. But what is the benefit of designing your interiors? Is it just for beauty and glamour? Well, the interior designers in this segment will answer all these questions. What are the benefits of having textured paints in our rooms?
Textured paint breaks the norm of having flat, vague surfaces in our homes. It also gives you some form of style, uniqueness, and you get to relate with the space more. So you want to break the norm of having flat, vague walls, nothing beautiful about them. You want to bring in style, you want to bring in class, work with textured paints.
How can you tell which textured paint is suitable for a different kind of room?
So for example, in the living room area, this is the space that you accommodate guests. This is the space that you come and sit when you're relaxed from work. So textures that would work best for such areas are finishes like stucco marble, which has a marble finish and is easy to just sit around and get comfortable with. We also have finishes like Pietra, which should go on focal walls. We have Zephyro, we have Miku. What I would say about these textures and what stands out with them is that, first of all, when you want to use such textures, identify a feature wall. Because with texture, you cannot work with all the walls in your space. So identify a feature wall first, which will work with this texture. The texture can be highly rough, it can be moderate, it can be smooth. That way, it's able to blend in with the rest of the walls, so you have something that is a bit more subtle. In commercial spaces, again, this is where you have people of all ages, all types, different backgrounds. You can work with finishes like Miku, you can work with Cristallia, you can work with Travertino, you can work with Terra. What stands out again with these finishes is the fact that the roughness or smoothness plays around with your mind because it has visual and tangible texture, which is very accommodative for all ages and suitable for commercial spaces.
If I can do textured paints by myself in my own home, why do you need an expert to come do it for me still?
Okay, it could be two-way. We have some paints that you can learn, and we say when you get to learn them, you can do DIY, meaning you can do it yourself, because there are easy steps that you need to just know how to, and how to prepare your surface, and when you know that, there's some paints that you can do on your surface. However, we have paints that are a bit technical. They need a bit more manpower and knowledge and the skill of how to apply. So when it comes to such kind of paints, you will need a professional applicator for you to be able to get your desired finish.
Mr. Njia, what are the benefits of natural stone?
One of the most unique and beneficial benefits is that it has different colors that actually apply to all spaces of the house. Now you can actually get that each and every different tile has a different hue of color compared to the other one. Now the other benefit also of natural stone is that it is durable. Now this means that the stone can last for years upon years of even low maintenance. Now you get that even the natural stone becomes better the more you actually use it or the more it ages.
And what are the benefits of natural stone over ceramics?
Ceramic tiles end up becoming something else when they become older. Maybe there's some wear and tear, or maybe there's some fading. Sometimes, you know, you get like scum that comes on top of the tile itself. But natural stone, first of all, as I said, becomes even much better when it ages. So meaning the more there's traffic on that area where you have actually installed the natural stone, the better it actually becomes. It also comes with a special sealant that seals it against so many other things like stains, scum, as I mentioned earlier.
And where can I access natural stone? And do I need someone to come fix it for me in my home, or can I do it by myself?
The only place where you can get natural stone in East and Central Africa is Classic Moldings. In Classic Moldings, they also provide fundis who can actually help you in the installation of the stone. You can also alternatively come with your fundi, and him or her can actually be taught on how to install the natural stone.
The attic spaces are currently used to store water tanks. This is majorly in pitched roofs, and we're advocating for pitched roofs to be used as livable spaces. If the roof is 45 degrees and the height between the ceiling and the tip of the roof is more than 2.3 meters, then you can use this for either a bedroom, a prayer room, a playroom, even a home office if you would like. What you just need to do is ensure that the roof is first supported on the sides and not at the center, so that you have a lot of space to play around with, and then add roof windows depending on the volume, depending on the magnitude of the room, adding roof windows for ventilation.
What is the importance of lighting when it comes to space planning and maximization?
Lighting plays a very big role together with color. For instance, if you have an area that is bright, it has bright colors, and then you use ample lighting, the space will look even bigger. If you have a small area and the lighting is not well, it's okay, the space is not well lit, then the space will look even smaller. For instance, if you have a double volume house and you have very big windows, the space will appear enormous. But if you have a small house and then the lighting is quite poor, then the space will even look smaller.
interior design has been clouded with a lot of myths of it being a luxury, by the way, a waste of time and money. Ironically, people use a lot of money redesigning their homes and offices due to lack of satisfaction, using the wrong materials and getting the wrong advice. However, by the use of an interior designer, you save on time, cost, energy and resources, and you also get to work within your budget. Therefore, style, class and elegance is affordable. That brings us to the end of our show. My name is Marion. Happy holidays.